Hey all, Roybert here, trying to learn something. What have I learned? Well, back to this. The DJI Osmo with the Zenmuse camera. I got the first one and it had a dead battery, so I couldn't tell if the thing worked. That seller sent me a replacement battery, which was going to take a while to come. In the interim, I ordered one, another one off eBay. It was discounted. It showed up quickly. It didn't work either. That guy refunded me. Because that didn't work, I immediately got one, a real one, a new one from Amazon that came the same day, that evening, and it worked. To find out if it works, you use the charger. While it's not plugged in, the smart battery will light up. If it doesn't do anything, the battery is dead. This charger is slightly damaged. You can see this was the second one. Well, the second one that came. I'll tell you that in a minute. The first one is up there being used as a charger. This is being used as a tester. So here I had all these batteries. Some of them worked, some of them didn't, but I finally figured it out. And something that's interesting is that DJI says these batteries and probably all their other batteries go into, if they're smart batteries, they go into hibernation. Not sure what that meant exactly, but there is a point where it dies. If it's not used for a very long time, it just goes to zero and doesn't output anything. On the subject of device, this is my recommendation because of my lack of trust in China and DJI. There's something just plain strange, perhaps sinister, certainly questionable about DJI's need to be connected to you personally. You can't use any of their equipment without getting on a computer or a phone, using an application, using your identification. You're not allowed to use their applications without being signed into them, which means that they know everything you own. They know everything about your connection to them. Every time you use your drone with something DJI related, the activation of your vistas, I think, is curious and weird. That you can't buy even a run cam. You can't buy the brick. You can't buy the Vista brick in any form without getting on DJI's Assistant 2, signing in, and activating your device. That means they know you, how many you have, where it exists, because they can trace your computer, they can trace your phone. So this is what I do. When I first got my first DJI drone, the Pro 2 Zoom, I immediately got a dedicated phone that didn't have phone service. It doesn't have a SIM card. All it does is act as a monitor. Because Wi-Fi works without a SIM card, you can download apps, and then once you're off the internet, you can use the apps independently of of any kind of worldwide connection. So that's what I did. I got the S7, which is kind of as far back as you can go, and still use the DJI apps on a Android. I got it, I don't know, more than a year ago for about $115. So these are accessible as a monitor for your devices. And I just think it's weird that DJI needs to know so much about you when you want to use any of their equipment. Now, on the flip side, I love DJI's equipment. I love what they do. I love what they're capable of. It's amazing stuff. I just don't trust. I don't trust it. So that separate device. That's my recommendation.